Hello, my wonderful people of Nigeria. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. It's just a quick reminder to remind us that power belongs to the people. You, as a citizen, you own the power. The power belongs to you. But in the case of Nigeria, it's a different thing. Reverse is the case. The politicians own the power. Why do they own the power? Because our institutions are weak. Because our institutions are not standing up to their responsibility. Our institutions are being manipulated by these leaders, by these political leaders. They have captured the institutions, so they are no longer working. Because most of our institutions are corrupt. The leaders there, the staff there, they are corrupt. So the politicians took advantage of these things. Because they are corrupt, they can't stand up to do the right thing. They're going to find yourself in jail. But if you have a clean institution where people working there are clean, they won't have anything to hold. They can stand up to say, no, my responsibility is my oath is for Nigeria. I swore an oath to protect the country, not to work for you as a politicians. This is the problem we have, because our institutions are weak. So therefore, politicians took advantage of all these things, manipulating the system. That is why I am doing this video to remind you that power belongs to you. But at the moment, the keys and the padlock is with the politicians. How do we get this? Let's start the process now. Begin to call for electoral reform, where you will have the power to elect the people you want to serve you, that will not serve individuals, but serve the purpose of the country. How do we do this? When our electoral system, the beavers and the high ref are not backed by law, different things coming from the polling unit, but different results will be declared. Somebody else will win from the beavers, somebody else will win from the IRF, somebody else will win from the manual collecting center. How do we fix this problem? We have to call them out today. Begin to push your reps, begin to push the senators, begin to push all of them to start the electoral reform. They are not going to do it because they are benefiting from the system. But one thing they forget is that they can also be a victim of that same system. They think they want to leave it porous for them to benefit from. So many people in 2023 could not return. The system knocked them out. So the same thing can literally happen to you. If you are a House of Rep member, a legislature, you are sitting down and you don't want to do anything about electoral reform, you might also be a victim of that porous system that politicians take advantage of. So it is our collective responsibility as citizens to begin to hold our representatives, senators, and the House of Rep member, House of Assemblies member, hold them accountable, hold your governors, push them for this. Let's start the electoral reform, where beavers and IRF will be backed by law, so that we can see our result in real time. We don't want an INEC who will be budgeting billions of nairas to defend electoral case in court. We want to reduce those costs. Those things can save a lot of Nigeria. The money budgeting for INEC alone for what we are not benefiting from. Why do you want to go to court to defend a case when you can do a free and fair election? So if these things are put in place, we will reduce the cost of spending money going to court. This is the corrupt system institutions are using. That is why they are weak, because they are corrupt. That is why we are having this problem we are having. If INEC can work functionally, if INEC can work and stand up to its responsibility, and all these things are backed by law, we make our electoral system electronically, where you will not use those manual collection. One professor will sit down and write different results. That is not where human interference will be reduced. That is the kind of electoral system we should be pushing for. So when you go to your polling unit and exercise your franchise, putting in your vote, that vote will immediately be transmitted to the collection center, where everyone, all political parties will be seeing it. How many votes I am having in this place. Not one man will go to local government collection center and begin to write a different result. That is not what we want. We don't want those systems anymore. That is why wake up now and begin to call your House of Rep member, begin to hold them accountable by pushing them to do this electoral reform. If it is more than 2025 today, it get to 2026. It may be impossible for us to get electoral reform done. Is it the same electoral system you want to go again to vote in 2027? Those in Anambra, in Osun State, should be pushing more for this. Off-cycle election is coming. Do you want the same thing that happened in Imo State? The same thing that happened in Kogi State? Same thing that happened in Bayelsa? Same thing that happened recently in Edo State? Is that the same electoral system you want to go for? So Nigeria, wake up. Let's begin to demand and take back these keys and padlock from the politicians. We want a system where they will come to you because they know the value of a citizen, not because they know they control the institution. So take back your country by pushing for this electoral reform. That is the only way we can elect people of our choice. When you elect them there, you know it is your responsibility. If they fail, yes, you know they have failed. In next time, you're going to vote them out. So take back the padlock and take back the keys. Thank you, Nigerians. God bless us and God bless our great country. As we wake up to our responsibility, may the peace of God be upon us. Thank you, guys.